A helpful tip when you're making mayonnaise, aioli, Caesar dressing, or anything that requires a lot of whisking is to use a damp towel and form it into a loop or a circle to support your mixing bowl. Here for the Caesar, we've got 1 whole egg, garlic, and anchovies. Again, that's a whole egg for Caesar dressing, not just the yolk. That is key for having the Caesar not be too thick and for having it be a little less fussy than making mayonnaise. Right now I'm adding red wine vinegar, squeeze of fresh lemon juice. Do not use pasteurized, already squeezed lemon juice. It's not the same. And whisk it all together. Once you have those ingredients mixed, you can slowly start to incorporate your oil. I'm using a grapeseed oil. I definitely recommend a neutral flavored oil. Something like pure olive oil or even canola oil. An extra virgin olive oil is too strong for Caesar because you want the anchovies, garlic, and lemon to shine through, and the extra virgin will just sort of overpower those flavors. So you don't need something so expensive. And the other thing is with a Caesar is you need to refrigerate it after you make it if you don't use it right away. And with an extra virgin oil, you run the risk of the dressing breaking, which means that the oil and the egg will separate. And once that happens, you kind of have to start all over again. So you just want a neutral oil that can withstand refrigeration. Here I'm adding some freshly ground pepper. You can use some pre-ground if you don't have a pepper mill. And I always like to add some Parmesan to the dressing, along with tossing in more while I'm mixing it with the lettuce and croutons. A good way to determine when your dressing is thick enough is when it coats the back of a spoon. The French term for that is nappe, which just is referring to the viscosity or the thickness of the dressing.